Well, hello guys. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I am Dean the Turkey Legster and welcome to Let's Talk Turkey. I should probably turn a banner on. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-doo-doo-doo. Here we go. Welcome to Let's Talk Turkey. I've got a fun one tonight. Give me one second. Anyway, and this is my normal Tuesday night stream, normally live at this time, 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights. That's Eastern Standard Time. I was just live though at 8 o'clock um, for a special stream. I just hit 600 subscribers and so stinking happy. And so that was a really just a really great stream. And I wanted to do a separate stream from Let's Talk Turkey. Howdy, Dawn, Hitchhiking Bones. Welcome in. The Curtis family, welcome in. Hello or howdy. Um, Great to have you in here. So yeah, I'm going to get going on my talk. I'm continuing my series on the stream of Disney according to Dean. We're going to walk into one of the Disney theme parks, and I'm going to share about my favorite things about the park and just kind of capture some of the um, reactions that I or kind of try to express some of the feelings that I get when I'm walking into the park and when I get there. But this today I did not go to Disney. I woke up this morning and I drove out to the beach. I live in East Central Florida. Any of you do not know, about probably want to say about an hour and a half, depending on which beach you go to, directly to I ended up in Cocoa Beach, and I want to say that was about maybe an hour. Um, but yeah, woke up first thing, went to the beach. I did post a picture on Instagram. I think it was that one. But you can't see the waves in back of me because it's all washed out. But and you can't hear it because I've got I don't know if you heard that. That's gonna have to. I'll put that up as a one as short tomorrow. Um, Absolutely. If you're lucky enough to be at the beach, then you're lucky enough. And Noah, welcome in. Welcome in. So on my way back I was at the beach maybe an hour, maybe. I might have been there for an hour. It just started getting hot. There's the thing with the sun and the beach. Being right on the sand is not really shade unless you bring an umbrella, which I did. But it was just getting hot and I was still, it was still like humid and everything. And I enjoyed it. It was really peaceful just being there. There were seagulls. There were the other little birds. I'm not sure what they're called, running around. Um, and it was just really peaceful. And so, yeah, I'll be putting up shorts, posting some YouTube shorts on the channel over the next few days of the clips that I got from Cocoa Beach, and hopefully I can get out there. I wasn't quite there for the sunrise. I'm gonna have to get up super early and get back out there for the sunrise. I think I'm gonna probably wait about a month until maybe some of the humidity tapers off. Hello, Gloria Thibodeau and Jason Thibodeau. So on the way back, I made a pit stop at Walmart because I needed some things to eat. And I didn't see any Disney calendars, but I saw this calendar at the Walmart in Cocoa, or it might have still been Cocoa Beach. Um, but they had this calendar, and I'm like, I'm ready for 2025, or I need to be ready. So here it is. This is the calendar. I'm not going to open it all up, but here are all of the little pictures for the little Peanuts characters over here. And super, super cute. I cannot wait. I'm actually wondering if the first page is the last months of, usually calendar will have like the last, oh, look at this. They have 2024, the last 4 months of 2024, and the first 4 months of 2026. So yeah, I'll be putting that up in so I can follow along to the dates. Mandy Adam, hello, welcome in. Yeah, peanuts. I love peanuts. So anyway, that's my big, not so big Walmart haul on the channel today. Oh, okay, Tina. Good night. And hello to Chuck as well. I know you might be listening, watching later. So I am continuing. Let me go ahead and continue with my stream with the series. This is Disney according to, oh, before I do that. So on the celebration stream before, I mentioned that one of my friends here in the YouTube community has a birthday today. Let me go down here to the banner. I want to wish Cynthia, Candy Mom 15 in the chats, a very happy birthday. Today is her birthday. So Cynthia, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being one of my Gobble Squad moderators. I'm not sure if you'll be seeing this stream, but yes, happy birthday to Cynthia. Just want to throw that in there. Okay. Back to here we go. Disney according to Dean, and we're gonna walk through virtually man. Okay, Tina, yep. Thank you so much. Yes, happy birthday. JNN Travels. Hello, welcome in, John and Nancy. Welcome and happy Tuesday. All right, here we go. Today we're visiting virtually. I'm going to walk you through a visit to the next theme park on the list. Last week I talked about Magic Kingdom. This week I'm going to talk about Epcot. So Epcot is I don't know if I did this last week, but I don't know if I've actually told you the ranking of my favorite parks. But Epcot actually, on a good day, depending on the day, I should say, depending on the day, Epcot is at is my first favorite of the Disney theme parks, the Walt Disney World theme parks. Um, and that's just, I just love the feel of it, specifically the World Showcase um, Lagoon. There's just something really unique about all of the countries. I do wish they would put more in, but anyway, so Epcot. We're going to Epcot. Epcot, um, there's something about seeing the big Epcot ball, the geodesic sphere, the big golf ball, if you want to call it that. It's really not that. It's really a geodesic sphere, and it houses an attraction inside of it, Spaceship Earth, and but there's just something about seeing that specifically, so close as you're driving in. I think that's the one park icon that you can see while you're driving into the parking lot. Magic Kingdom, you can see the castle as you're approaching, like on the ferry boat or on the monorail. You can see it, but not when you're parking. Um, and then the other two, the icons, you can't really see unless you're counting. We'll go into Hollywood Studios next week, but there's just really something about walking into Epcot, walking in after you've scanned in, you've tapped in, you're in and you're taking in. They've got the music. Even the new music is great, but the classic Epcot music is really something. The old themes is just really, I really do love that, and you can find that on YouTube. Just looking, Epcot music, or really any area around Disney, you can find the music for. If you just type in, the park, the ride, and then just, music, or just Walt Disney World parks music, and you'll get so many videos. I even captured a small snippet of the Epcot, the new gardens area, just a very short video on the channel. Back in, I think I put it up back in March. Um, 1982 background music. Oh, you still have on your MP3, Noah. Awesome. I had downloaded a sound recorder app on my phone, and I had recorded little snippets of the Epcot music. And so I think when I can get back to Disney, I might have to do that with some of the other areas when I can. But anyway, so you're walking into Epcot, and then in the front, now I mentioned here's a park map, and they still do the paper park maps. But this is from, I want to say this is back in 2009 or 2010. They had this design. I don't know, you might remember this design. They had several of my visits. They had this design with the Nemo ride, and that was newer back then. So I think that's why they put that on there. But here we are, Epcot. Now, the World Showcase, of course, remains unchanged largely. Um, and the big changes are in the front of the park. You can see towards the front there in the entrance. can't really see it on that one either. But they used to have all of the, oops, kind of see it there right in the entrance area. They used to have the leave a legacy stones that you walk through before you go under the ball, and then you go towards the back, and then of course you've got the communicore hall and the fountain there, the fountain of nations. Is that what it's called? That they took out when they revamped the inside of the soul of the front part of Epcot, and of course that looks all different. But I enjoyed walking through there. Of course, now over here, you see that building right here? That is the Universe of Energy, featuring Ellen's Energy Adventure with Ellen DeGeneres, and I love that ride. I know that was so easy to like fall asleep on. Oh, Jonathan Chong, welcome in. I almost missed you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. But oh, I need this map. The Ellen's Energy Adventure, I gotta say, one of those rides that I just loved riding. It was, of course, in the cold weather. It's a good long ride. It's 45 minutes in length. It could be a sleeper if you were, felt that way about it. But it was a good long stint in the air conditioning. And of course, now that's the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's where that is, the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So that whole side of the park has only like fast slash like more intense um, rides, and I'm not that kind of person. So now I'm not even going on that um, side. But I used to love Ellen's Adventure. Then of course we have the seas over on the other side of the park. You come over to the on your right side of the screen there where number 7 is. The seas became with the seas with Nemo and Friends. Also the Turtle Talk with Crush. That is a fun interactive show that is really fun. Really, 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 really fun ride. Going next door, you go over to the Land Pavilion. They, of course, have the Living with the Land boat ride that goes through their greenhouses and talks about growing the food in agriculture. And then there's Soarin' in the same building. Absolutely incredible ride. I only rode that ride once, and I basically decided that I was not going to ride it again. Not because of the ride, but because I just had a problem. It's a simulator of a hang glider, and I couldn't do it. It kind of went to that, intensity thing. And so I love watching streams of it. I love the music. The soundtrack is amazing. I could listen to that music on loop all day if I wanted to. Um, but the I don't think I would do well riding that ride. but it's an incredible ride. You go next door, you go to Journey into Imagination with Figment. I love Figment as a character, and I go on the ride, with the current version because it's um it's the current version is just kind of, it gives you a good few minutes in the air conditioning, and it's cute. It's fun, but it's not. I have vague memories of going on the original, or I guess it wasn't it might have been the original version that I went on, but with the drink. Actually, I think it was. It would have been the original version of the Figment ride, and then they changed it, and it's just not the same. And when I rode it the first time after it had been several years since I've been there, I just, bring back the original Epcot. I mean, the original Figment. I mean, the original Epcot would be great. I think the original, Epcot. I remember going the original Epcot back. I do have vague memories of riding, going on like, um, I have vague memories of seeing the Horizons building, the World of Motion building, and those slower rides. I have some really vague memories of like scenes in those rides. I'm not sure. I'm probably confusing the two rides, but I do remember when the parks had those original rides, and it there was just a special magic to the rides. Um, One of my favorite things at Epcot that they still have, but that they used to have, I like the old version a little better, and I'm talking about Club Cool. Of course, it's where you can sample all of the um, drinks, soft drinks from around the world, and of course, that is home of the Beverly. Has a huge reputation as being, you know, a favorite, or maybe a not too favorite. Um, and they still have the Beverly, but when they put in the new Club Cool, they have a new set of drinks. And yes, Noah, I remember those. The Fanta Pineapple, the Fanta Melon Frosty. They had an apple one too. Do you remember that, Noah? They had an apple soda too, I think, which I liked. My favorite drink on the new selection is the cucumber Sprite, which comes from Russia, and I do enjoy drinking that. It's not doesn't hit you as like sweet. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, so I think that's why all the other sodas, they're just really sweet. And when you do the cucumber Sprite, you get a little bit of sweet, but you've still got that. You taste that it's cucumber, but because of the amount of sweetness, it's really refreshing. It's a really like light drink, and of course it's clear because it is Sprite. But that's my favorite drink on the new machine. So they kept the Beverly, and then there's like the other seven drinks, I want to say. Um, yes, Don, the cucumber Sprite is. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Da-da, da-da-da-da. Da, 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 da. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that. That's on as you face the machine, it's going to be the second to the right. So comes from Russia. It is it's cucumber Sprite. It is, and it is delicious. I really, oh my gosh. So yeah, so I really do enjoy going into Club Cool. It's air conditioning, again with the new one, with the new version of it. It's a great refreshment to go in. It's free, and it's free. It's still free to go in there and have a round of the drinks or one or two of your favorites. Yeah, Don, I think they do. I think they really do. Um, so, but back in 2009, 2010, I'm looking at the map. Um, so the front of the park, of course, that looks all different. In the middle, they've got the new attractions. I'm not really going to go into those, but I kind of enjoyed, looking back on it, I do enjoy the new walkthrough, Moana Journey of Water. Everyone has said that everyone says it doesn't really fit in Epcot. I'm kind of on the fence on that. Depending on the day, I agree with that. Depending on, another day, I might disagree. I think the message of Journey of Water, I think because of the message being about water and there's that education slant to it, I think it works in Epcot, and I think it's fitting. I think it's in that I think it's working on fitting. It's in the if I don't know if I'm communicating. Um, I think that it kind of does fit with the messaging. The IP maybe could have been something different, but I mean, Moana's kind of was a no-brainer. Um, but yeah, in a way it is. Yeah, I would say it kind of is. Don, I wouldn't say theming is out the window. I'd say continuity. I'd say consistency with the park as a whole. Like Journey of Water, I think the theming is great. I don't know if that's what you meant, Don, like consistency and as a whole. Um, but I want to say the individual attraction, I think they made built that really well. It's really fun. It's an interactive thing I saw kids um, you know, um enjoying that. So it was a really good addition, I think in terms of what it offers families when they go there. And of course, I haven't seen it in person, but they have the new concert area, I'm not going to go into all the controversy areas, controversy chit chat about the new area. I think it it's gonna work. I think it works. Hi, Jeannie. Welcome in. 52573. Jeannie 52573. Welcome in. Um, they have a lot of tables in the new area, which I think is great. They even have some outlet plugs you can charge your devices on. So yeah, but remember in the old days, I do remember the Fountain of Nations, and let me just touch on that again really quick. That was incredible. It was epic, and um, I kind of wish I had, had the ability to, when I was there before, to take video of it. When I went in 2009, when I saw it for the last time I was there, I would have only had like the little Kodak things. One of those little, if you remember the little disposable things, you get like 27 exposures and you click, 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 and you wonder what you got. And then you take it to you take it to like the CVS or the back when they had Eckards. They had, you'd pay like, I don't know, $10 or whatever. And a few days later, you find out what you got when it's too late to do anything about it. So that was always fun. But let's go into the World Showcase. I'm already a half hour in. So back here, of course, you've got all the countries. Canada has, so Canada has the Canada has the reflections of China. No, China has reflections of China. So let's talk about China first. So no, let's go in order. First of all, when you go into the World Showcase, there's a big discussion. Do you go left? Do you start in Mexico? Do you go right? Do you start in Canada? Everyone gives those two options. I, my friends, have created a third option. They run the friendship boats between near Canada and then back to Morocco. My favorite pavilion is the American Adventure Pavilion because they happen to sell a certain food item that I love and am interested in. Maple bacon. Hello, Mike Cabral. Welcome in. Yes, I did say Canada, but I'm coming back to that because I'm presenting a third option. You can go to Mexico, you can go to Canada, or you can go straight across. You can ride that friendship boat back to Morocco, straight back to Morocco. So that's what I do a lot of the time. And when I'm not doing that, yes, I do go the Canada direction. I'm not sure why that is. I think because um, Canada has the Circle Vision film. Nowadays, it's called Canada Far and Wide. And back in 2009, when this map was printed, they had O Canada, and that was a fun show. And Circle Vision, they have the screens all around. There's actually videos. You can kind of get a taste for what it is to search for Canada Far and Wide, or you might find a video for O Canada at Epcot, and you kind of um, they have screens all around. I think it's 9 screens or 10 screens that literally circle you all around, and it's really cool. And they talk about Canada and the people there and the points of interest and the culture and everything, and it's really really amazing. And so the other Circle Vision film is the Reflections of China over in China. That's around the other way. So going around, if we start in Canada, which we're going to do today, we continue on, we go to the United Kingdom. First of all, Canada, all of the pavilions, I might need to do an Epcot part 2, because talking about all of the World Showcase pavilions, oh my gosh, they're all themed really well. I want to just, there's something about Canada. It's got the big rock structure there. It's got a waterfall. They have the part where um, you climb up to the buildings. They've got this, it looks like a little street there. They got some benches. It's really amazing. Really amazing look there in the pavilion. And so yeah, and then of course the film. Now in United Kingdom, there isn't really an attraction. There's a couple stores. There is a little place in the back where they do host. There's a little gazebo. Now they do nowadays they do have a bands and groups that will play during the festivals. But the United Kingdom is the theming here is just incredible. It looks like you're in England or the UK with this tree, and they got the curbs, and it's just looks amazing. And it's really awesome. So, continuing on from the United Kingdom, you go across the International Gateway, the Tea Garden. Yes, Don, the Tea Garden. So here's a better look at the map. You head across the. I did not bring one of the recent maps. Oh well, this will do. Um, let's turn back this one. Let's turn back this one. You can tell I planned for my stream really well. I sure came prepared. Okay, so we're going to, there's the International Gateway right there. Nowadays, of course, you might see that's where you can enter Epcot from the rear of the park. And then, of course, where you see the boat going, that'll take you over to Hollywood Studios, and in between there's some resorts um, that it stops at, and it's a relaxing area. But so going on, there's a little bridge you go across, and then you end up in France. And now they have expanded in the back area. They put in Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. But the front, if you just look on the front, it's all um, all right, Maple Bacon, have a great night. Thanks for popping in. Um, France has got a good feel. It's usually kind of crowded, which is kind of a shame. They have a pretty fountain, which I've never gotten a good picture of because I'm never there like super late at night. Usually, I'm usually walking out of the park. I'm not usually hanging out in the World Showcase. So and I'm never there like first thing in the morning to get a picture. But I don't you might know what fountain I'm talking about. The kind of a long fountain. It's got the fountains that go into the middle. It's kind of a rectangular shape. Really pretty, but there's always people sitting on the side of it eating their stuff. And I guess people got to sit, which is another thing about Disney. I really kind of wish they would put more seating in around the park. But anyway, really pretty. Epcot's really pretty. Um, go to Morocco. Morocco's really fun to go, walk in the back of it and see different, kind of walking in and seeing the Middle Eastern building and architecture. Japan is really cool. They have a really cool gift shop that's really popular with a lot of the visitors. They have a really cool like koi pond and waterfalls, and got a great seating area that's surrounded by like bamboo, and it's so really awesome. Japan is the home of the one alcoholic drink that I've ever had in Walt Disney World. No, that's a lie. not the only, it's one of three. The violet sake, and I wish I had prepared with some pictures, but the violet sake in Japan, I had probably 3 or 4 times, and it was really good. I don't drink a lot, which is probably a good thing because I mean, people can't handle me when I'm sober, so it's probably good that I don't drink. But the violet sake was really delicious. I really want to get one. Yeah. So we keep going, and then we come to my favorite, the American Adventure. They have, of course, the show in the pavilion, which I love, which is the American Adventure show. I love that. Love the show. They have the American Gardens Theater, which houses a lot of concert series um, during the year, Flower and Garden, and well, I think all of the festivals have a entertainment offering that happens in the American Gardens Theater. Um, but there's a little building on the main promenade called the Fife and Drum. And in at the Fife and Drum, they sell turkey legs. And that's where it is, folks. That's where the magic happens. Yeah, bear with me. So I stop there and I have my turkey legs and just enjoy living life and continue. Italy, great theming. Germany, great theming. They have the African outpost. It's not an official pavilion. China, of course. Italy and Germany don't have attractions. They have restaurants and they have um, Italy's. They've both got like entertainment offerings. Germany has a dinner show, a restaurant, beer garden. Italy's got a great restaurant too. I'm forgetting the name. Um, Via Napoli, is that the name of it? So anyway, now we come over to China. Of course, I mentioned the reflections of China. Um, I've got the map here. It probably's got the name. Why don't I just look at the map? It's not on this one. There must be a new um must be a new offering. I wish I had thought to bring a park map. Anyway, so anyway, what Noah said, Nine Dragons in China. I actually had the pleasure of eating at Nine Dragons with Dawn and her family a couple years ago. It was such a great time. They have great air conditioning, I gotta say. And actually, I think that was the point, Dawn. I know you said you try to schedule a sit down restaurant, um, time when you're in the doing the parks. But yep, China's got the reflections of China. They also have the quick service, which is where I usually go when I'm, by myself. The Lotus Blossom Cafe. They do like egg rolls and rice and stuff. lo mein and stuff like that. Um, so I usually eat there. I love eating there. Um, I do eat other things besides turkey legs. Um, turkey legs usually gonna be my first meal when I go there. It's usually lunch, and then later, a few hours later, I'll be hungry again. And I'll pick somewhere for dinner, and it's sometimes it's actually reversed. Sometimes I will have lunch. Um, Nowadays they've got the Connections Cafe towards the front. I'll go to the place in China, Lotus Blossom Cafe, and I'll eat there on my way back, and then later, I'll stop in America and get the turkey leg. Um, Norway, next is Norway. Now on this map, they still have the original ride, which was Maelstrom, which is the Viking boat voyage ride, which included a short film at the end. Do you all remember Maelstrom? Um, I remember the ride, little freak on the freaky side, but it just had this. What a what a ride! I do remember that, and I remember the film stopping in to sit down to watch the little short film. It says here it was a 5-minute film at the end, but that's right, Noah. Disappear, 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 disappear. Uh, um, it was just something about Norway and the Vikings, and they still have the stave church that's got the exhibit inside of it for like the Norse gods. Um, and of course, Maelstrom was replaced with Frozen Ever After, with of course Elsa and Anna, and Frozen themed, and Maelstrom went away. It disappeared. Um, so yeah, really sad. But then we have Mexico. Mexico is you've got you go into the pyramid. They have, it looks like a nighttime, like an outdoor market. Really impressive. And they have a boat ride in there. Up, and it's still this today. The Grand Fiesta Tour, starring the three caballeros, Donald Duck, Panchito, and Jose Carioca, host a musical boat tour. And that's really fun. That's still the same today. Although the three caballeros animatronics had to get some work on a couple years ago because they had a meltdown. But anyway, they are still there, and they're still, birds of a feather. The three caballeros. Da 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 da. Now, back when this map was made, they have this experience that you can do with the kids. At this time, it was the Kim Possible World Showcase Adventure. Nowadays, I think someone remind me. Someone said in chat earlier what's there. Is it something? Um, Yeah, I like hearing Walt singing on the on the ride. It's fun. Anyway, anyone know? I should have really brought. Now here's a booklet from the Flower and Garden Festival of this year. Wonder if they say in here what it is. They did a there is a scavenger hunt. I don't know if I'm gonna go into all of the festival things. I'm running out of time. I may have to do Epcot part two, but Epcot of course has Flower and Garden Festival. They have the Festival of the Holidays. They have Food and Wine Festival. They have Festival of the Arts. My favorite is the Flower and Garden Festival. I love all of the topiaries, and I love the butterfly walkthrough encounter. Um, I showed last week from Magic Kingdom. You used to get this when you went to the parks. This you used to get the Times Guide with information. This is from January 3rd through the 9th. These are like all of the hours of the attractions. KidCot, that's kind of a standard things that they offer for the kids. You pick up a little baggie or packet of, I don't know what they're doing nowadays, but I pick up a little thing around each of the countries. Character greeting times, nighttime, spectacular. Back then, they were still doing the illuminations, reflections of Earth, which was there for so long. I want to say 20 years, 19, 20 years. Then, of course, that went away and they replaced that with Harmonious, uh, and then, or they replaced it with Epcot Forever, which was, and then they brought out um, Harmonious, and then Epcot Forever came back, and then now the show is Luminous. Um, but anyway, all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the stream. That's basically Epcot. I'm pretty sure I went over most of the park. I didn't really get into all the festivals. There's a lot to talk about with all the festivals. They're all themed, they're all fun. Uh, my favorite of those, of course, is the Flower and Garden. And then the Festival of the Arts is also enjoyable, and the Festival of the Holidays is also really, really fun. All right, guys. Next Tuesday, I'm going to continue the series Disney According um, to Dean, and so thank you all for coming in. Noah said didn't have time to stick around for Illuminations back then. Oh wow, I saw Illuminations several times over the years. It was a good show. I think, um, I think it is heartbreaking that they took it away, that they replaced it, but I think it was time. Almost 20 years for a show. The same show to be there is plenty, 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 plenty long, and I think it's just um, appropriate that it changes. They're are making change. They have made changes in the park, and so the feel of the park, for better or for worse, like it or not, um, um, I think it's just appropriate that they replaced it. And that's all the comment I'm going to do. Jonathan Chong, yes, The Hitchhiking Bones is next. There's the link, and for Hitchhiker Chat, going to be talking about Disney Halloween party tips. So head over there for another 1 or 2 hours of quality entertainment. Hope you all enjoyed the stream tonight. Again, thank you everybody for your support, for supporting this YouTube channel, my journey. So stinking happy to have hit 600 subscribers, and I just can't wait to see what the future brings. So thank you all again. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know in the comments that you were watching. Say hello. And if you're watching this and you have not subscribed, um, it's free. Go ahead and do it. You're warmly invited to. I love making new friends on here. Come in and chat on Tuesdays for Let's Talk Turkey, um, and or come listen to a story on Thursdays for Once Upon a Turkey Leg. So yes, thank you for the congratulations. So awesome, so amazing. Yep, yeah. So you all have a gobbletastic evening. Take care, and see you next time.